Yeah, it's only one soda. Oh, just one soda.
I don't think I'm on yet.
The mocker. Let's go holding.
There we go. Yo.
Let's go holding.
There we go.
Yo.
What's going on, everyone? Yeah, it's a little bit early, but I didn't have anything going on, so I'm like, you know what? I'll do the end of the week live stream now. And I thought I'd try it a little bit earlier in the day to see if it is any better than later at night. I think it would be better later at night because that's when I have my highest view traffic. But, you got to try it during the day too. But if you're not familiar with my live streams, basically sometime towards the end of the week, I'll do a live stream because I just get so many comments. I can't engage with anyone. Like if I try to pin one to the top and engage with a person, it gets so many comments after that I just simply can't keep up with them. It's not possible. So I do a live stream. So it gives you a chance to interact with me at the end of the week. If you have any questions about anything or any comments on videos you want me to see, obviously when I'm looking at my phone is when I'm actually seeing the comments. So that's the best time to ask. Obviously, super chats get priority because they literally paid money to get heard.
I want to talk.
Hey, Matt, what?
I want to talk.
Fox News says they are publishing the Ghost Gunner rule tomorrow. Hey, Matt, are you going to do those gun comparison reviews again? I probably won't do comparisons again. I mean, like today I was kicking around the idea of doing a review on a silencer because it's actually a really good deal, and I was just surprised with the quality of it. But I just think reviews and comparisons are better for smaller channels. And channels like this where we have a bigger budget, it's kind of a ripoff to the audience if we're just doing a review or comparison, or that's how I feel anyway. I would rather put something out there a little bit more appropriate to my channel size, like maybe blow some shit up or talk about some topics smaller channels just can't do. Do you ever get your Armorlight AR-10 back? Unfortunately, no. And I was going to raise the bounty of that to $2,000. 1 second, let me talk first. I was going to raise the bounty of that to $2,000, but my girl was like, no, because you could get a brand new one that's never been fired for around that price. So why don't you just go buy a brand new one, which I almost did. I found one on Gunbroker. I was going to buy it. But then the guy found out I was going to buy it, and he raised the price by $600. All right, talk quick.
Okay. I'm doing, and I'm 5 years old, and years ago, and I was playing. I got a brand new tractor, and I have a cat, and I have and special teeth, and I know I know what you're doing. I channel Okay.
Anyways, that's my daughter Xana. She likes to jump in on the streams from time to time and do things like sing the ABCs or something like that. Well, you done grow up to be a bigger channel. I remember when you were a small fry. Yeah, it actually happened a lot quicker than I thought. I mean, at the beginning, I estimated about 4 years before I would consider myself like a bigger channel. And that's about exactly how long it took. And I just got that number by looking at other channels and watching how they grew. It seems like that's the average time if you go really hard on YouTube is about 4 years. There are some channels that'll pop up in a year, but it's more of the exception, not the rule. The rule is about 4 years. Mark 23 HK review. I would like to get one of those at some point just because of the game Metal Gear Solid. Like, I mean, how awesome is that? I was actually going to buy one. Like, I had my heart set on it. I'm like, I'm going to get the Mark 23. You know, it's going to be awesome. And then I actually held it. I'm like, wow, this thing wasn't made for human hands. And they also had an FNX 45 Tactical, and I held that. I'm like, It's not even a competition. Far superior firearm. Ammo is in stock in my area in Virginia. Yeah, it's popping up here too. We are starting to see ammunition pop up. We're actually starting to get a little bit on the shelf. Obviously, this is going to be a slow process, so it'll take a little bit of time. Scott, 50 cal exploded. He said he knew it wasn't supposed to shoot slap rounds 6 months ago. Yeah, that's not really a good idea with those. Like on everything I've ever seen, always says, you know, don't shoot slap rounds out of something with a muzzle brake. I don't know if because it's got like air pushing back or something, like pushes the plastic out, or what the deal is, or exactly why you're not supposed to, but it's pretty openly accepted you don't shoot slap rounds with a 50 cal. You want to talk again? All right. Let me clear this out of the way for you so I can see you. Get in your chair. You can't live stream without a chair. Are you crazy? Slide over. Get in the center. You got to be balanced. All right. Then you want to try to be in the center of the screen, right about there. And from what I understand, you're supposed to take up 1/3 of the screen. All right. Have at it.
I want juice packs, and I have a prize for you, but I get it thing, and I can.
You gonna show them what you drew? Hold on, she's getting her drawings. They can't see it. Here, slide your chair back a little bit. All right, now they can. All right, tell them what it is.
I drew soda and hamburger, and I drew supplement.
They want to know what flavor your drink is too.
Oh, it's look at my dog.
Yeah, you're working on that one.
Yeah, and I love doing it. And my drink is apple, cherries, and not the cherries.
So there's 2 cherries in there? Wow. That's a lot of fruit in one little pouch. How do they fit it all in there?
I don't know. I have crayon.
The crayon tastes better than the drink? Yeah. I heard you should join the Marine Corps.
And I like crayons licking. But I lick it. It's like a
2 cherries, that's pretty raw. They said 2 cherries is pretty awesome. Future Marine. That's basically what happened with the Prophet rifle.
I do it. Channel
All right. Somebody had asked what happened with the Prophet rifle. I had to take it back apart. Don't eat the crayon. That's disgusting. All right, stop. I'll take them away. Somebody had asked what happened with the Prophet rifle. I had to take it apart. I had painted the receiver, but the paint had like texture to it, and it was thick. And then when I went and zeroed it last time at 100 yards, I had lost 20 MOA on the scope. And I don't know if like maybe there was some sort of bubble in the paint or something where the scope sat down and it took away 20 MOA. Because so when I zeroed at 300 yards, I had 68 MOA of come up I could have used. And then when I zeroed at 100 yards, all of a sudden now I only got 56 MOA of come up. And I should have actually picked up more come up instead of lost come up. I did also move the scope back, so I don't know if that plays a major role in it or what the deal is, but my guess is there was like a bubble of paint or something under the front of the scope mount, and it took away 20 MOA from my rifle. So I stripped the paint down because it wasn't sticking very well anyway. I repainted it, and then before I mount the scope again, I'm going to scrape the scope mount back down to bare metal. This way I know that's not an issue. So yeah, it's taken apart right now and it's drying in the garage. She's old enough for a Ruger 1022, bro. Actually, when I was shooting my rifle at 100 yards, she was shooting 1022 that day, and the stock is just way too long. I think they got like a 14 3/4 inch stock. She needs something like a 10 inch. End of the week. What's going on with the 3D printed guns, if anything? Actually, the dude that sponsored my channel, he's having me hold off on the rest of his commercials until they drop the ruling. But there's supposed to be some new ruling, like, about to drop anytime now that's supposed to, like, change everything. And so I don't know if what they'll wind up doing. I know what their goal is. One second. I know what their goal is. Their goal is to make it so if you do get caught with a 3D printed receiver, well, that was obviously 3D printed. Therefore, there's contraband. Therefore, it's a federal gun crime. How they're going to do that, I have no idea. So I don't know, like, if they're just going to come out and say it, or if it's going to be little chips over and over and over and over again with, like, copyright lawsuits and stuff like that, or what's going to happen, which is where the ghost gunner would really step in anyway, because you're buying a CNC machine. You're not 3D printing anything. You're just manufacturing. Smith & Wesson has a CNC machine for manufacturing, so if they made that illegal, then companies like Smith & Wesson couldn't even operate. Now, they might go and throw a crazy spin on it and be like, you gotta wait. They might go and throw like a crazy spin on it and be like, if you manufacture even one gun, even for personal reasons, you gotta have an FFL. That would work. But again, we gotta wait for them to make the first move so we know which direction they're going in. Because right now it's all just speculation. All right, you can talk. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to move it. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right, talk.
I love playing zombies. And
What game?
Zombies like Alice.
Yeah, I know, but there's an actual name for that game.
Show Nick.
Left 4 Dead.
And yeah, and SpongeBob's racing cars. And it's like, and I love doing stuff. I have a little bit of Google, but
What's your favorite gun on Left 4 Dead?
number shooting myself with mommy and you.
No, not the gun you shot in real life on the video game. What's your favorite gun?
Shotgun.
Yeah, the Benelli. All right, my turn to talk.
Daddy?
Yeah.
My favorite colors, Show and Zoe. And what's your favorite to zombie?
Probably Bill.
And what's your last?
Probably Nick. Or Ellis.
Okay.
Okay, all right, my turn to talk.
I only have 2 boys.
All right, where were we? Why does the ban red dots? Why would they ban red dots? That must be a part of another conversation I'm missing. 4 ranges, but heavy tone. Get her A5. Oh, an A5 is pretty awesome. But they don't got that in the game. For like shotguns, you get like a Remington 870, Benelli M4. I don't know what the other one is. Oh, you know what's crazy? Today an Ithaca Model 37 came in. We were going to buy it. The lady was going to sell it to us. And I'm 99% sure a customer also came in and like tapped her on the shoulder like, hey, whatever they're going to offer you, I'll offer you more. Because she's like, okay, I'll think about it. And then she leaves with the gun, which that just doesn't happen. At the same time, the guy left, and then they sat out in the parking lot for a while. Damn moonlighters. But yeah, that would have been the next gun on the channel. Now she needs an M16A1.
Daddy,
She's pretty good with the M16, but not as good as she is with the Benelli. What's up?
maybe I get a toy I done live stream.
Say it again.
I done a live stream and get the toy.
You're gonna go get your toys?
No, like a store toys.
Oh, we're not going to the store.
Why? I want toys.
Baby, it's already 5. Well, they're open till 8. Maybe after the live stream we'll go.
Yay! And I pick a Boogie's Swan toy, and I pick Zeno's one toy. And Boogie, I should wake up.
Oh, thanks, man. I still got some more work to do on it. I got to get the receiver paint a little bit better. My first attempt at painting the receiver was kind of a failure. The paint almost had like a texture to it. I don't know if I put the follow-up coats on too late to where it was already drying and like the air coming through it made a texture or something like that. So I stripped it down. It's in the garage now getting repainted. But other than that, that's about done. Then I just got to get the support gear. I got to get a Kestrel, a laser rangefinder, a spotting scope, and a shooting mat. Super Black Eagle kid gets the toy after the live. Matt, yo, Matt, where are you getting the Tokarov pistol? Tokarov? I can never pronounce that word right. I don't have a Tokarov pistol. Best red dot for under 150. Look, I'm just going to level with you. If you're looking at that low of a budget, just buy an iron sight. You want to spend money on glass. Glass makes or breaks your shooting experience. I promise you, I've already been down the road of cheap red dots, cheap scopes, stuff like that. And you just get your heart broken, and then you wind up spending the cost of the cheaper one on top of the cost of a good one in the end. So I'd just save up, like, if you really want to keep it cheap, maybe go with, like, a Vortex Strike or something like that. But I strongly recommend, like, an EOTech or an Aim Point or something like that.
That was my wheel. This is my toy wheel.
Yep. Now you got to pull it back, though, because otherwise you're covering the whole camera. Like, right here's a good spot. See how they can see the whole thing now? And then when it's up here, you can't see anything? Always wanted a Sequel shotgun, Sig Romeo 5. I've heard a lot about the Sig Romeo 5. I did shoot a Sig Red Dot once. It was on the Sig. It's kind of like the Sig 5.56, but it shoots 7.62 by 39. And it had this blue tint to it and like some sort of honeycomb pattern. It sucked. There was no clarity at all. Yeah, in close quarters, it would have worked just fine. But when I was trying to, because I actually shot that in a 3-gun match, like trying to shoot that at range, that was impossible. Romeo 5 Bro, good to 300 yards. Just built an 11-inch 5.56 pistol. Should I now build a 16-inch rifle or should I build a AR-10 DMR? I'd go more towards the AR-10 DMR just because that 11-inch 5.56 pistol, there's not a whole lot that you can do with the 16-inch rifle over that if you're good with the pistol. I mean, yes, obviously the 16-inch has some advantages and definitely some disadvantages when it comes to like, hey, don't, Boogies and Mom are sleeping, you'll wake them up. What was I saying? I mean, yes, there'll be some trade-offs one way or the other, but generally speaking, most of what you'd want to do with your 16-inch, you're already going to be able to do with your 11-inch. Xana, no, Mom and Boogies are sleeping. Don't make that noise anymore. Because I just said so. Come over here. Seriously, come over here.
I'm not coming.
Romeo 5 on AR-762 pistol. Been working great. Nice. Like I said, I have been hearing a lot about the Romeo 5, so they got to be decent. Best place in Wisconsin to shoot long range, open to the public. That one range I've been talking about, it's down by Mauston. in that general area. They have a 1,000-yard range out there. He also does do classes for a 1.5-mile shoot. If you ever get one of those single action Model 20 gauges, you will scar your kid for life. Do not get one of those single action 20 gauge youth models. You'll scar your kid for life. That's funny because that's actually what I started off on. Prices up. 0. Hold 0. Awesome. Pretty much only shoot 20-inch A2s. I love my 20-inch A2. That's one rifle I definitely like. Single shot 20 gauge are balls to the walls. I shouldn't say I got my first deer with a break action 20 gauge. I got my first confirmed kill. Like, I've shot other deer with like mini 14s, stuff like that, but it was all, I was in a little hunting lane, so I just had a little window where I could shoot, and then ultimately the deer died, but I wasn't the only one that put rounds into it. Now with the 20 gauge, I was walking a cornfield, and I'd go to the row, I'd peek my head in there, step into the row, go to the next row, peek my head in there, step into the row. Well, I caught a deer sleeping, basically. And yeah, I definitely got that one. The blood trail looked like somebody made it with a 5-gallon bucket. Stevens 20 gauge, single shot 10 gauge. My first confirmed. Well, I mean, if you're talking about first animal, that would have been a pellet gun, a bird, but like deer. Is a Winchester 97 takedown model? Is your Winchester 97 a takedown or solid? That one is a takedown. Was looking to get a M1 Grand CMP. Hold off though. How? Spec ammo. First year 30-30. First year I took with a 44 mag carbine. But anyway, where are you? What are your thoughts on Buck? All right, I'm going to actually have to cancel this live stream early. I'll jump on again before the end of the week. Something just came up. All right, well, you guys have a good rest of the evening. Thanks for stopping in. I'm sorry this one was really short. Again, I'll jump on at some other time. Okay, talk real quick because I got to do something.
I love my toys, and I like.
All right, you guys have a good night.